Oh yeah, so we want to talk about those PPP loans now. That's so high. I remember when I shot you a text. I said, James, damn. I was talking to this girl. She was telling me that I should, business owner. She was telling me I should, do apply for the PPP. I'm how I operate my business. I like to operate straight off of the money that I make from my personal account as well as the business money that I generate from clients and customers. I don't like to do loans. I learned from Mark Cuban. He said if he had to do it all over again, he would never take a business loan.
It's easy to say when you're a billionaire.
Right. So I was like, damn, man, maybe I should consider getting this PPP loan, And so I hit James like I always do for any type of business move I try to make that's going to affect the numbers. And he said no immediately. Immediately. That was his first word. Usually I was like, it's going to take a while for James to get back at me. No, he said me. He was the first one to respond. Because I hit Stephon after him. Because I hit a few people after him because I know they're going to respond sooner. But he said no. I said, damn, for real? I was so surprised, bro. I was caught up. Because I thought James was going to say, go ahead, He said no. I said, damn. So break that down for you. Is it worth getting? Is it not worth getting? What's up?
It's not worth getting because of the fraudulent activity that goes around it. Right? Everybody... This is basically black people reparations, right? And black people was getting $200,000, $300,000, $500,000, $600,000 for these. They would just put in fake documents. They get approved. Like I know people that's getting approved off of screenshots. Screenshot their bank account. Literally screenshot $300,000 approved. So people was getting that, and it was just like crazy. Everybody got all this money, but nobody was following the rules to get it forgiven. And while they were spending it, so you get $300,000, you got to follow the rules. If you don't, now you're flagged. You're flagged, and your money gets sent back, or FBI is warned, whatever the case may be. Now you're the issue. You become a problem. So I've seen too many black people getting in trouble over this PPP.
Oh, we know one.
Yeah, I know quite a few.
He ain't in trouble yet.
He's
it's coming.
Of it.
No, he took it out with no justification.
There you go.
Off the strength.
So what happens is
somebody else.
So the SBA, they can't track all this stuff, but the banks do. When you do something out of normal realms, the banks can flag you and report you, right? So if you want to go,
and they not gonna tell you that they flagged you and reported?
Nah.
Who gonna tell you they snitching on
you? Your best case scenario is that they freeze your account and send the money back, because now the government operates on, am I being defrauded?
Yeah.
So if they give you $1 million and they freeze your account and get it back, they haven't been defrauded.
Right.
But if they give you $1 million, you take it out, you move it, you spent it, it's lost $1 million. Now that is what the government is looking at, who is defrauding me. And now again, white people have been doing it for years. It's okay. Black people doing it now. Now it's a problem. Basically, this is the new Schedule C.
Wow.
And they know that.
How long do you think? Because I know I've started seeing them almost immediately. And, of course, people doing dumb shit like putting it on social media and all that. Yeah. How long do you think it's going to come back for a lot of these people to see
the US
the fraud that's happening and things like that?
Well, as far as what? As far as the government or as far as people?
The government.
The government been seeing it.
Well, no, I mean start punishing
the consequences.
Yeah.
See, the consequences is tough. I can prove that you got money illegally, but the government will have to prove intent. What's your intent? If you, hypothetically, you got the money illegally, but you took it, you flipped it, you paid it back. They didn't lose anything.
But what if you didn't pay it back?
Well, they're coming, right?
Gotcha.
The government's coming. They know who you are. They're kind of busy right now with that shit, just having up in D.C.
Right.
But they know who you are. Now, the question is, if they're going to come for you or they're going to come for you to get somebody else.
Damn.
So it's all about how, if the government is all about the big prize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stole $4 million.
Yeah.
But you know a guy that stole $1 billion. Fuck your $4 million.
Snitching about being
Give me
all-time high.
So one thing I like to know what I'm dealing with. So the government is different. People think, I'm not gonna say that, but I'll use a person who got in trouble over guns.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just say this person got in trouble over guns, and he was a felon. Person in trouble over guns. People were like, oh man, he only got a year. Oh man, he got off. He had to snitch, and they were like, oh, I didn't snitch. Who am I snitch on? I'm the man. Don't work that way. If you don't know a person who killed 15 people, had nothing to do with you, but that person who killed 15 people is way bigger than you with the guns. You tell on him. Now you can always say, I ain't telling nobody, but you did because it's not related to you, but you're telling on somebody bigger than you.
Gotcha.
The government want the big fish, so they'll give deals all day to the little guys. People. So that's why the PPP stuff, it's fraud and it's gonna come back on them. But if you got somebody bigger to give up, that's who they want. That's why it's like you don't want them problems. Them boys don't play.
God
I
damn.
got you.
All right. So it's not best that in most cases, if you're not going to use the money the proper way, the right way, stay away from the PPP.
If you're not going to even obtain it the right way, you got to obtain it the right way. So PPP is based on payroll, right?
Yep.
So if you oh, I got $100,000 on PPP. All right, how many employees you have? None.
Damn.
So how did you do your 941?
What's a 941?
Exactly. So what's a 941, right? That's how you pay your employees, and now you got to pay taxes on that 941. So what you're saying is you got $100,000, which means you did $40,000 a month in payroll. You got $100,000 based on your $40,000 a month of payroll, but where are your employees? Did you pay payroll taxes? Did you submit these 941s? Your taxes sure don't match. The IRS knows this. All they got to do is SBA. Hey, FBI, because they can't go to the IRS because it's illegal. They can't really go to the IRS and say this. So SBA would go to the FBI. The FBI would go to the IRS and say, let's compare the two. They don't need special permission to do it. They can just look.
Damn.
And they're like,
and you don't know what the hell going on.
Right. You didn't even apply for this. You didn't pay no.
You get flagged when you for stuff like that, the fraud portion. You get flagged when you file your taxes, or
no, it has nothing to do with taxes. You get flagged when you apply.
Okay.
As soon as you apply for it, all they got to do is just cross verification.
Damn.
With that 941. So to get the PPP, you got to submit a 941 and or a 940, and a Schedule C or a K1, right?
Gotcha.
So if you're submitting these things, that means you already filed them. What people don't understand is you can file it, but if you're gonna file it, go all the way with it.
Yeah.
Don't halfway do it, because all they're gonna say is, okay, this is wrong. Okay, now you got to show me what you did. Yeah. Now you don't know. You can't even explain it. I paid this person. Now you got that person drug in to some fraudulent shit you wanted to do. Right. Now you got that person drug in. Right. Hey, that person. Oh, you helped all these people. Boy. Now he's caught. You know what I'm saying? It's a trickle effect.
So you know how it is in our community. People, I heard about it from somebody. I got my T-shirt company.
Yeah, of course.
You're liable, right? Well, the person who did your application ain't liable. You're liable, correct?
Both are liable.
Okay.
You're both. So basically, which one is worse compared to the government? Who does the government see as worse? Yeah. If you got 100 people, $100 million, but you didn't physically get it, you just helped them get it. Yeah. You're worse than the person who got $1 million. Damn. Because you helped them get it. So you helped defraud the government $100 million. Woo. What do you got that's gonna let me forget about this $100 million? Who do you got? And that's when it's like, oh well, everybody tough until they in the room.
That's how you
boys,
take that ring down.
Yeah.
Till you get to a person named Jay.
The feds.
He ain't got no.
This the feds. This ain't state.
Feds.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
99.
I was about to say, what the conviction rate? What
conviction rate?
I'm gonna tell you. No, don't. The feds conviction rate ain't that high. Oh. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they get a lot of deals. Oh. Hey, we ain't gonna bitch with you. We want him. Right? So when you're dealing with the feds, right? You got to understand they already know. Got you. They already know. Right? So if they already know, it's all about how bad they want to press you. Yeah. Damn. And when they come and press you, everybody is tough. Right. Until they sitting in front of them boys.
Sitting in there, lights off.
Because at the end of the day, you don't know what they got on you.
That's a fact.
So, but you know they got something because they don't make house calls just to say what's up, right? So now the feds is involved, and one thing the feds don't like is I don't remember. Oh shit! I don't remember. Well, yes, you do. And like they start doing stuff like that, all of a sudden, I'll say this: I understand why a lot of black people are in jail for crimes they didn't commit, because if you're in a situation like that, and I don't know if you guys know about federal cases. Federal cases need federal lawyers, and the average black person don't have 10 G's to get a federal lawyer because it's $10,000 for a federal lawyer, right? So let's just say you do something federal, whatever it is, right? Now you got federal lawyer you can't afford.
That's a fact.
And they are badgering you with a person who don't even remember your name. Damn. Right? Now, what are your charges, right? So PPP, right? Know what your charges are if you get in trouble? Bank fraud, wire fraud, money laundering. These are serious crimes, right? And now you have these for a few $100,000. Let me tell you something. You're gonna tell everybody who's listening to not get.
How much time coming with that?
It's like a pyramid. Yeah. Right? It's like
But so let's say bank fraud.
Well, if you do bank fraud, but it depends on your past record. Yeah. What are you aspiring criminal,
Yeah.
or this your first charge.
Yeah.
Because your first charge for bank fraud may only be 6 months probation.
Oh, okay.
You know, but if you got a couple of other things in the past, and now you did bank fraud, whether you knowingly did it or not, you may be looking at 5 years.
God damn.
You know, but now the 5 years can be knocked down to 6 months if you give us something else.
They slick, boy.
So look at Power. Like Power is real. A lot of times they don't have what you think they have.
Yeah.
The difference is we watch Power, we're seeing both sides.
Right.
They ain't got nothing on you, Tasha. Don't say shit. But if you're in that situation,
you don't know.
You don't know. So you want to just avoid it altogether. And I get it, man. It's
tempting as hell.
It's tempting to get that lick.
Yeah.
Until they say, yo, you. And what if you don't get it forgiven? Can you afford to pay it back?
That's the thing.
What if you don't even know how to get it forgiven?
Frozen accounts and all type of shit.
And you still got to pay it back. Because a frozen account does not mean that they send the money back.
Yeah.
It's frozen.
Damn, boy, that puts you in the bind.
So
boy.
what do you do? Because you got to call the SBA and say the bank froze it. SBA will say, why they freeze it? If you legit, why you freeze it? Explain that to the SBA.
You can't even have an OnlyFans account if you don't got no bank account.
That's right.
I know now, and I know you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, we out of here, man.
All right.
All right.
Bye.